making these spaces, we have to like realize that it's gonna come with some words that we don't like, but we have to empathize with what's going on. You know what I'm
So at this point, we're going to wrap up because we have time. But I wanted to, and I'm letting Lorraine take us out. But one of the things I wanted to point out about what you just said, when NWA came out, West Coast, when you heard that, people felt that was very disrespectful, very hostile, very. But if you're not from the culture, and if you're not from LA, and seeing that abuse of police every day, and going through it, then you wouldn't understand. So it was a narrative they were showing about that reality. So what brother just said is that when you have teams with a purpose, people doing poetry, people producing music, even sis that London when she just did up on, you heard and just listened to what she said in that was very powerful. That was very deep that a lot of young people deal with, and but there was a way for her to express it and say it. So music and culture, since I'm with the hip hop caucus and I grew up on hip hop, I know the power of that, and I also know the power that it's so powerful. Some people want to change it because they don't want the real story to come out. But I want to, as I wrap up my piece, is that we didn't get to civic power and democracy. But part of what we are talking about is all of the issues. At some point, we have to make sure that those that are in certain seats, in certain positions, as we have elections, and I know as a nonprofit, this is nonpartisan, but our issues need to be voiced so those that have the power to legislate stuff can make a change.
And as he says that if you're in this room and you are a politician, you are in close proximity to politicians, you're a lobbyist, or you know how to work that type of system, please stand up or raise your hand. I'm in close proximity to a politician. I live with one. If you are any of those categories, please stand up and raise your hand. If you are a politician, a lobbyist, in close proximity to a politician, or know how to work that type of system, please stand up and raise your hand. These people in the room are the people you need to talk to when we close out this session to figure out how to make a change in your community. Feel me? These are the people you need to network with, to learn the resources from, and take action with if you want to see something change in your community. We can keep going. I just wanted to say that
Oh
as you
no,
should.
no, that's good. And Katie, what is up on our board?
The results from the most recent survey, just things people are interested in, opportunities that all of students. This one's very small because there were a lot of things.
Can you go back to the last one?
Yep, here.
So can you read off the?
Yep. So the top one is attend the next Gun Safety Awareness Day at the state capitol. That's with Moms Demand Action. We take a bus up to the capitol every year to advocate for whatever gun sense legislation is on the docket for that year. You're welcome to speak to me or Tyra, who's over there at the other side of the room, if you have questions. Next, attend the next Community Safety Coalition meeting, which is Thursday, August 13th, here at CWP.
And that's led.
Bye.
That is a different kind of safety meeting. That is led by youth voice, and it involves everybody in the community, from the police officers to the government leaders to the community leaders to families, to get behind what young people say they need and make something happen. So it's not your typical community safety coalition. They're saying what makes them feel safe, and then we get to work with them to make it happen.
One thing before you go on to the next, you're with Safe Passage. Are you with Safe Passage? If you're an adult in this room and you care about the community, sign up for Safe Passage. Safe Passage makes sure that the kids can walk home from school safely. Safe Passage makes sure that they are cared for as they're outside, and they do that from the time that those kids get out of school to what, 6, 7 p.m. Until those kids are all home. I heard that too. They they do that. They make sure those kids get home safe every single day. You can go ahead. I keep interrupting.
There is a healing circle on August 10th. Most of these are sign-up sheets. When we say sign-up sheet on the table, is that by the door out front?
Actually, we're gonna do it through the
We're just
survey
using this
because
as-
we have their
If
information.
you
so
do
we'll
get a
send
chance to fill out that survey, I'll put the QR code back up, and I'll pass this around. If you're interested and you want us to follow up on it.
All right, and I know up next we have what is it, Cam Beyond the Bullet. That is next, Cam Beyond the
Ooh,
Bullet.
one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing. We want to hear from one more youth voice. She came through our middle school programs, no? What was it, Bayside? She came through our middle school programs, and I got to see her a couple times, but she has grown so much as a poet. Like, and her voice is crazy when it comes to touching the mic. She is a painter as well, creatively cultivating herself. I want you all to bring Veda up to the stage, please. All the way. All the way.
Little Red Riding Hood was a story made long ago about a girl going to see her grandmother. But we know of Little Reds today. Walking home to see her grandmother after a long day of school, she managed to get all her work done, every old and new assignment, not knowing that she would have an early high school graduation. Two Converse size 8s pattering against the concrete trying to make it to her grandmother's house. Her grandmother has a warm hug and a warm plate of apple pie waiting for her, still warm, fresh, and delicious. She sits herself down and turns on the TV. About 5 minutes into Little Red's walk home, she stops not in a dark parking lot, not in an abandoned alleyway, not even in an abandoned street, no. She stops at a bus stop with 3 other girls who didn't say anything after the incident, not because they weren't able to, just because they didn't want to get involved with the drama as if that were an option. But I'll tell you what she saw. She saw a wolf waiting for her a little less than her grandma, but a little bit more than a now cold pie. Every child is told, don't talk to strangers. But who told the stranger not to talk to her? She was never seen again after that. As if she crawled off the face of the earth, as if the earth turned its back on her life, her photo flashed and exposed on the TV screen for hundreds of people to see, but hundreds of people to stay silent. Her body didn't wait till she was ready. The wolf didn't wait to attack. The pie got thrown away after 3 hours, and her grandma never stopped waiting. She called the police station every single day. She called so much that the police knew her name and why she was calling. They knew that they could close the case, but couldn't close her mouth. But she was still never found. Just another 16-year-old girl on the news. Nothing new. No one knew.
We're moving on to
Yeah, once again, more deep stuff. And I know that we do have the conversation next door, whose son was shot by police. Whoa, her journey to justice. So we got Cam Beyond the Bullet. So wow, that's next door. But I can't go any further. I know we got to close out. But this is what my brother was just talking about. How she just read that poem, the creativeness of young people. I mean, I would have never taken that story and made it like, don't talk to strangers. But did anybody tell a stranger not to talk to me? You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking to little children. And I say that seriously because I remember when I was younger, when I was a little, I used to run after my little cousin, and play. And now, like, she has a daughter. I don't run after her little daughter anymore. Because the climate that we live in, I don't even play like that. Because I thank Duran, and I'm gonna let him close us out. Thank you very much.
yeah. So Thank you all so much for attending and inputting to this conversation. As you guys move on to whatever's next, as a token of appreciation, we have stress balls to help with stress in the name. Oh my God! And we have candy up here. Please take the candy. We ain't want to pay for it for nothing. Go up next. We have coming up is Cam and Beyond the Bullet. It is in here. You're going to be learning about how to treat gunshot victims and how to handle those types of volatile situations. So please stick around. In the next room over, we have.
Latoya, and she's a mother who is going to share her story
Give it to
and
him.
how
Hey,
she
thank you.
advocated after her son was killed.
What are you? Winger, attack.
2 rooms, 2 sessions, 2
Defender.
rooms, 2 sessions.
Everybody,
Thank you all.
and come grab some candy.
Candy.
Tell me what that is. Yeah, take what you want.